Yes, I'm back here again, just to show you lot a little bit of an insight on how I make some bangers on the iPad. And I just want to give you lot some value of showing you my workflow, my process of how I make these beats, what I use, so everyone can do the same and hopefully we can all just learn from each other. First of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that watched my video, liked, shared, subscribed and left those comments. The feedback I've been getting from everyone has been so encouraging, and I just want to say a massive thank you and appreciation for everyone that's viewing that content out there. So in this video, I'm going to switch up a little bit. I'm going to do like a club type beat, something along the lines of kind of like Jack Harlow, Tiger, Rich the Kid vibes, something which is bouncy, something which is catchy, something you know that you hear that you know you can just, you know, get a little shoulder bop to it. I'm all down for switching it up, just showing you how I make beats in different genres, just to let you know how universal iOS music production is. Like, subscribe and share, all of that goodness, because it helps get my content in front of people, you know, who want to view it. So that all helps massively. So let's get into the video. Come on, let's go. Yes, so as you can see, we've got an empty session of Beatmaker 3 loaded up. From these club type beats, what I've noticed is that the BPM is somewhere between kind of like 95 to 110 BPM. Let's do it at 105. So something which is not too slow, but still enough pace for it to kind of give you a little vibe. What I tend to find when I listen to, you know, those Tiger type beats, Rich the Kid, and even Jack Harlow, there's always like a catchy rhythm that you hear in the background. For the purpose of this, I'm going to show you a really useful guitar app that I've been using. I come across an app which is called Sample Tank, and there's loads of different sounds in there. So let me just show you what I've been working with. And this is one of the most authentic guitar presets that I've been using. Some really nice presets and sounds in here. So as you can see to the left, we've got different sounds here. So you got here some really authentic violins, best of the Moog basses, the Moog sounds, synths, cellos, percussions. We've got literally everything on here. So each one isn't in that purchase, so you got to pay separately for them, but they are very quality sounds. So what I purchased was the American acoustic. So the guitar sounds what I found on here are really, really nice. Let's just listen to a few of these. I like the sound of this one. So it's some really good ones on here. So I'm feeling kind of like to add a little guitar melody in the background. So what I like to do when I'm making a guitar melody is kind of use an arpeggio or kind of arpeggiate the actual notes. What that consists of is literally using a chord and just going up and down the chord. And so you can have a ascend or descend, or you can just play with notes in the middle. So you can just do that up and down an octave as well. So let's just get a little melody going. So let's start with an E minor. Do you know, I'm gonna have a little play around with that and just record something in. So let's have a little listen to see what that sounds like. So it doesn't sound like much at the moment, just stick with me. Wait till I add some effects in so I can strengthen the sound and make it sound a little bit more authentic as well. So I just want to make sure that the velocity is kind of mixed as well, so that gives it a human feel. So you don't want them all sounding at the same velocity or level. So I'm just going to play around with a few more presets in here because there's plenty to choose from. I'm going to pick one that I like that kind of brings out the guitar sound a bit more. So I added in some equalizer. What I did here is I cut out some of the low end. I added a little boost around the kind of low to medium frequencies. I did a little bit of a boost towards the higher side of the frequencies as well, and a little bit of a high cut. Added in some Tape Pro. This is one of my presets. And I just turned the mix down to around about 15. So sometimes less is more, just to give the sound a bit more of a unique feel. I added a RRS exciter, which is a really nice exciter I like, which brings out a lot of the harmonics in some of the sounds that I use. So I turned up the harmonics, and still with the mix, 22%, you know, don't need a lot. And I've got the MIDI strummer on as well. Let's listen to that back and see what it sounds like. So just like the last video, just gonna record that straight into the sampler itself. So we just got the audio file and just see what we can do with it. Keep it as it is, or just maybe do a few tweaks. Let's get some claps going in here. Right. It has to be a clap. This one has to be a clap. You can't beat a clean clap. Let's go. Feel like I need some DJ Mustard claps in here. Them clap rolls. Getting a little bounce now. That now needs just a hi-hat roll. It's a hi-hat roll just to end it off. So let's go into the MIDI control section, and then we can manipulate the velocity and just do a nice little hi-hat roll, connect them, swipe them up. Let's get some more perks in. You can never have enough perks. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. Okay, let's just add a few more hi-hat perks in as well. Coming. Just a few more hi-hats. So I think some open hats will open this up a little bit more. No pun intended. So we've got some 808s loaded up. Let's see what sounds good. Okay. So all we're doing is just following the E minor, so that's E, G, B. You know me, I gotta add a little 808 roll in there. There we go. That's the one. What I'm learning more is play with the velocity. Playing with the velocity definitely just gives just a different feel to whatever you're playing in. So what I like to do to bring out the 808s a bit more is add some compression. So even though the compression kind of tames the 808 so it's not kind of like peaking or distorting, you can use that and bring up the threshold to bring it to a level where it stands out a bit more, but it's still controlled. So what I like to use is the Fab Filter Pro C2. It might sound a bit quiet. So as you can see, by default, it's compressing the 808 a bit too much. But what we're gonna do is just turn up the threshold a bit. And you can hear that come through a bit more. And just turn up the ratio. So what I like to do is turn up the knee all the way up to soft. So this kind of acts kind of like a soft clipper. So that's what gives it that little bit of a bit of saturation in it. And a preset I like to use is punch. So we'll pop that on. So now you should hear a bit more of a punch. So that's the way I like to kind of mess around with the compression. So let's get back to the rest of the beat. Cool, whilst I've got the beat cooking, I'm going to add in some kicks. Then what I like to add in is a kick roll as well. I think what we need is, can't forget about the starting crashes. So we've got the shoulder rocking. Not yet. I'm gonna get everyone involved, but not yet. Just one more thing missing. It's a flute. A flute, that's the last thing. Just a flute, just to go nicely over the top. If we can pull this off, it's the double shoulder rock going. World synth, I'm telling you. I'll find a flute in here. I'll find one. See that smile? E, G, B. Secretly, you know, there's more on there. If we do like an E-7, there's more notes on there, so it will all fit within the scale. So let's have a little listen. That sounds like if I pitch it up an octave. B3. Let's go to B4. Ooh. Yo, did it. I did it from here. World synth came through. Bit of reverb. Right, that guitar sound, I need to switch that up. I can't really have that playing the same way all the way throughout, so that needs a little bit of reverb on it, an extra bit of reverb just to duck that in the background. And what I'll always do, slap on a filter. Do you know what? Let's even try one with slow time machine. No, sometimes you can't go wrong with a little bit of half time. Slow time machine, half time's not quite doing it. Let's try quarter bar. Okay. Then you cut out, back to this one. It's the flutes. I think the flutes have definitely done something to this. Last but not least, just a little bit of a vox, a little bit of some vocals.
Oh, everything you are. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see if we can work with this one. I've got an idea.
Yeah.
Saying heck yeah, you know.
Yeah.
A little bit early there, a little bit early. Nothing a little bit of note manipulation can't solve. Let's just turn that down in the mix to see what that sounds like. Let's put some reverb on it. Damping it down, wet mix a bit. And a little filter. Let's drown it out with a bit of EQ as well. Right, this is sounding like a banger. If I rearrange this correctly, this is a Jack Harlow type beat. Definitely hear Jack Harlow on this. There we go, a Jack Harlow club type beat, Tiger type beat from scratch. Just kind of keying it in, sorting out the 808s, and just using an arpeggio and using the same 3 notes throughout the whole track. So I'm just gonna pattern it out, leave the beat running for a bit, and just let me know what your thoughts are. You know, I'm enjoying cooking up these beats. Any requests, any other beats that you want me to kind of lay down, any other tutorials you want me to go through, you know, drop them down in the comments, and you know, we'll keep this going.
You're listening to t.realonthebeat.